Dear viewers, we continue to aspire and motivate. We advocate for our business men and women to have a favorable environment. Our discussion remains credit finance management. The business growth in this country is facing a serious threat, according to the information that we received from Mr. Kwebia Muzamuli Abol. And the threat of the foreigners outcompeting the foreigner manufacturers, outcompeting with them in their products where they do best, especially the Chinese. And also I was sharing with him in the commercial, during the commercial break, that of recent we've realized that the neighborhood country, Kenya, are even now attempting to outcompete us in agriculture. And that leaves you Ugandans, wherever you are, a serious question to pose to you. Where are you going to outcompete them better in terms of business and as we advocate for poverty reduction? Because in all this, whenever we are outcompeted out of the market, that means our incomes are affected. And the moment our incomes goes lower and lower, we are not able to excel in productivity, poverty is knocking on our door. Please come on and give us maybe the best way how you have prior advocated for the welfare of the traders and also to face this current threat that we are facing.
Well, first of all, I as a Ugandan, I would so much advocate for value addition. Because in the genesis of Uganda's economy, it's on agriculture. And innovation has not been so much enhanced. It is so lacking. Much as it is, you see, we hear it a lot in theory. Understand that? Skilling.
It is in the theory.
It is so much in theory. It is so much in theory. But it is the way to go. Because in the background, there is agriculture. Which agriculture needs to be given value. Agricultural products needs to be given value. Of recent, we had suffered the ban of Ugandan agricultural products going to Kenya. But with the latest news, whereby like maize, the ban has been uplifted, which is okay. And the dairy farm, the dairy products, the ban has been uplifted. Because when you look at Kenya and Uganda, Kenya exports to Uganda a business that is worth $720 million US. And Uganda exports $360 million US. You can see the deficit that we have. So, but again, for us, we have been so much concentrating on agricultural products. And Kenyans were exporting products that had been added on value. I understand that. That means their industrial development is high. And I don't get surprised because like the middle class of Kenya is 36%, whereas the middle class of Uganda is 16%.
Let me come back to this point, because we are being outcompeted of business, and that's part of the export trade. The business growth continues to be threatened because we are depending on much more of the export product, import products.
That's very true.
And the importation of these products, some of them, to me, as you've said, that innovation, they are manageable. They can be done from here.
That's true.
What is it really too much science to make a shoe?
It's not too much science, but the problem is that for those that have...
What are we failing to do faster?
Exactly. And that means, one, we need to change the education system. I want to assure you. It should start from there. You know, with graduates with theory are so many in other disciplines, other than the real practical apply.
Before we go to education.
Yes, I want to start from there. Now, the government must really come in to elevate the youth's innovation. The youth are ready to probably elevate and promote value addition. I'll give you an example. If you had any machine that came from China, and you took it in Katwe, there is a way again they would also make something imitating, and you realize these people have got some kind of level of innovation. I'll give you an example that somebody wants to add value on a product. For example, it's an agricultural product, and he wants to make maybe is a brewer
or tomato sauce.
Tomato sauce, and then this person is a fresh graduate. He has no money, but he has the what? The knowledge. And then as he tries to hit the market, or goes into some kind of, before he goes to market, he's trying to make something, and then UNBS is saying to give you, to certify your, to give you certification of your product, this one product, we need $500,000. Does that make sense? That means this person, his innovation is either going to be making this product add value in a height. He hasn't yet gotten the capital, the money to pay.
I have one of the gentlemen,
exactly.
is stuck, couldn't have the money to pay for that certification
Exactly.
of those products, UNBS. And that's why I was posing a question to you. How have you successfully advocated for such a struggling business?
As couple were advertised, and I'm very happy with UNBS. They have adhered to our voice, and of recent they've really come out, and they are giving some kind of
You petitioned to them?
Yes.
How did you do it?
We wrote to them and we're like, we need to they need to revise the prices. And you know what they've done now? They've called on the public, for those who are in value addition, to have certification. They are giving out to 500 value additioners. 500 of them, they will certify their products, which was good, by the way. That means they are adhering the call. So we are realizing that if 500 people, innovators, are given this kind of certification, then there is a boost in value addition. I want to assure you.
In your advocacy, can they do it, and maybe for especially the young upcoming business, entrepreneurs, to be given that leeway as either they grow, they pay periodically.
You see, for us, we're looking at probably give like certifying them at a manageable price.
At a manageable price.
Exactly.
Cost.
A cost. If you are looking at value addition, if you are looking at buy Uganda, build Uganda, if you are still creating an alarm of why should coffee be exported in a raw form, then if somebody has come to add value on coffee, understand that this person has no money, but he has what it takes. Knowledge-wise, because knowledge is power and it's money, then probably, why don't you probably help him from that stage of saying, pay only 30,000, that we come and do the due diligence and see if this thing is meeting the quality. You understand? Because you know that once this person produces, has added value, a qualitative value on something, then probably that is business to the country. Probably somebody who has been importing coffee products from Europe to this country, probably just know that you are saving. Because first of all, we should be jealous of our own market. It starts from there, whereby like your own market as a country, you try to defend it. But again, you are not going to defend the market of Uganda when actually there are no products that they want. You understand that? They will probably sneak out, get the products that meets their taste. But for these people that have decided to say, agricultural products, let them not be exported in the raw form, we are here, we are adding them value. This sorghum, we are adding value by making a certain drink. This kind of banana, we are adding it, banana flour. Where, such. The problem is one, I've realized, I've heard of the banana flour and all that. You find that there are certain people who put patent rights on certain products, surprisingly. And then somebody owns that whole.
Hold a bit. You are educating us and giving us good information. But as we said that we stop being theoretical, be practical. I also now pose it back to you, a commentary back to you. Businessmen outside there, you are tending to put in much more of your money, the 500 million you are talking about, hire the arcade, go to import clothes from China, spending much more money on the products of these Chinese other than developing our own and add value. Which message would you like to give to the viewers and your fellow businessmen, either whether there's a need to change from that dimension?
Yes, the truth is that ferrying money abroad, coming and then you bring millions containers.
And yet for us, we are not using the same money to add value to go to
taking it to Chinese, taking it to whatever, Malaysian and all that. It does not make sense. But if government really comes out and also, you know, improve on innovation, help the innovators, probably those who have gone into textile, and then help them out, you know, probably use our own cotton.
1 second on that, I'm not cutting you short. The government is saying they have given you a conducive environment to do business. Number two, there is access to credit through the Uganda Development Bank. And they feel that now you are ready to go. Do you think it is making sense to you in that way?
Well, certain things are so much in theory. That's very true. So much, certain things are so much in theory. I want to assure you, those that have gone into investment, big investments as in industrialization, are foreigners. They've been given tax holidays, 6 years, you've heard of them, and whereby like the nationals themselves, as they're small starters, they will start small. They may not have access. Let me tell you, they will not have access to go to the development bank. I want to assure you. The young graduates that have hard skills don't have the capacity to go to development banks. The government should go on the drawing board, square one, look for these people, start up with them, innovate, you know, improve on their innovation. You probably
identify them, train
them, let them have an industrial park. You see, during COVID, I went to the president to advocate, to petition for arcades that they can open up. I was one of them that went to the president. And then, you know, it was all about advocating for your dockets. These are the salon guys, openers, you know, for us, we are the borders and all that. And for us, the arcades were like, okay, we went there. I went there and I presented the president in Entebbe, and then the president adhered to like, you know, how are the arcades are going to operate as within the SOPs. So the SOPs were put there, and then arcades were opened during the lockdowns and all that. But now, don't expect the big investors of this country, as in Ugandans, you know, they've invested in their own style, and they don't have that innovation. Understand that? The fresh graduates have hard skills, and they are into research of certain innovations, and they are very ready to add on value. And this ordinary businessman who does not have what it takes probably to add value, when there are certain people who have not gone to school enough and they don't have the skills. For them, what they know, they go on a plane, they go to China, they bring a shirt. Now when you tell him about value addition, he doesn't know. It's now the fresh graduate that has come from a technical school, that's somebody that has attended workshops of, you know, like adding on value, somebody who has gone to Nakawa, where they are teaching them about skills and all that, making yogurt, making ointments, making soap, blah, 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 and all that. That one has no access to the what? To the development bank that you are saying, because the bank system is whatever. Government should come and look for these people. Look for these people, put policies that can really help them. Let these boys, young innovators of this country that are going to add value on agricultural products, live in hiding, run away from UNPS, have their products sneak into Chikubo, whereby like they are surviving by chance. UNPS is looking for their products in the shops of Kampala. And they're like, who does this? You know, it's Sebunya. Where's he? And they're like, where you get it? And then they are tracking him. Your things are not certified. This Sebunya who is making a small juice.
So they should make it isn't possible.
Isn't possible. Understand that? What he does, he run away. UNPS is looking with him with enforcement, police, and all that. I understand that? His product is being rushed. Look for him, bring him on board.
Enable him.
Enable him.
Don't harass him.
We shall start from there. And I want to assure you, you'll find if the Karamojong is growing sorghum, the Karamojongs will add value on their sorghum within Karamoja. I want to assure you, if it is in Imbarara and milk will be added in value. In Imbarara, milk is
so is it possible to add, since one time you made an advocacy for the opening of arcades, you reached as far as the president and even the speaker is just nearby here, wouldn't you advocate for these young ones?
Let me tell you.
I have recently met one and is just unable to progress because
well,
of
let me
that.
tell you, you know, like now I'm so much advocating for the people adding value. I'm advocating for Bubu, buy Uganda, build Uganda. I'm not so happy to see people always go on plane to bring things that are made by Ugandan, you know, raw material. I feel hard for somebody to go and bring Nescafe from abroad and bring it here when the product, the raw material was from Uganda. I understand that. But how have the policies enabled somebody with such an innovation? That's where the problem starts from. Yes, you'll have your money within the development bank and all that. But what does a fresh graduate do? A fresh graduate that is in value addition and he has failed to certify his product is witch hunted left and right. I understand that. They have not put a conducive, you know, condition to seduce him to come. Otherwise, we would have as very many products as we can. I want to show you when you go to China, somebody in P3 is making a memory card. A boy of P3. And the Chinese are very happy, probably enabling their people who are adding on value right from primary. I understand that. For us here, it's all about showbiz. Understand that? Somebody makes probably invites the dignitary and then like he organizes people who are adding in value. They are there for showbiz and all that. But probably what thereafter, what will happen?
So we are concluding our program, like to have some like 2 or 3 recommendations that we would like to leave both to the government and also to our young and older business entrepreneurs, what they should do to manage, the economy in the midst of the crisis that we continue to face. We were done with the COVID. Now we hear of this Ukraine war, but I don't attribute our crisis to Ukraine war. It's how we manage affairs here. That's my analysis, personal analysis. And also maybe we pray the Ebola not to again saturate around. How can there be an effective management of our economy, especially to the bankers and by the government, and also to you who are in business? Just would like to give us a harmonized position as your last word to the viewers.
Well, I would recommend, I would ask the government to probably have policies that are rational. Understand that? And the government.
So the policies are rational. You talked about meaning like the investors.
Exactly. Fair interest rates in consideration of probably how a businessman who is a taxpayer, again, who is a client to the government, how is going to survive. You understand that? And not probably putting him at risk, but probably within 3 months having an interest rate changing from 7.5, that's central bankers' interest rate, it goes to 8.5, and now it goes to 9, now it is at 10.
Then the last one?
Exactly. Then another one is whereby like the government should add in money within value addition. It should probably look for innovators, and they are really there. And now the government should probably not look at the old importers who are importing goods, that they will probably bring them on board to go into value addition.
From here?
From here. Those are their minds. Their mind are into export, and the old business section, that one was not so much educated like these young elites. These young elites should be given green light. They are good innovators. They should stick to that right from the grassroots.
Thank you so much. And to the dear viewers and listeners, it has been good to be with you through this analytical study of what is happening in credit finance management. And in a kind of economic crisis, we continue to appeal to the banking sector to adhere to the outcry of the people and ensuring that there can be business growth. And all this, our focus remains, we want to see elimination of poverty, reduction of poverty, and by doing that, we will be sure of a better Uganda. Yeah, stay tuned on SMART24 TV as we wait for the news in the next hour. Good night. God bless you until we meet next time.
SMART24, driving business.
Luxury redefined at Seasan Hotel as you indulge in the splendor of elegant living fit for the royalty that you are. Step into comfort, pampering and blissful customer-centric service as you select from our range of comfy, exquisite living quarters furnished to meet with your royal preference. Surrounded by scenic beauty, our tropical setting allows you to escape the glamorous ordeal of city life. Our ambient green gardens will guide you to a place of revitalizing rest. The 3-star restaurant caters to your palate, serving your choice menu ranging from exotic cuisines to local delicacies. Our chefs will serve you full-course meals for a truly out-of-this-world culinary experience. Our fully stocked bar to whet your throat, from renowned global brand whisks, brandies, gins, beers and wines to our locally celebrated beverages, you will not lack for any brewage. It's an all-new experience in the East at Seasan Hotel. So visit today at plot 15 to 19 Spire Road, Ginger, or contact us on +256 751 719 960 and +256 785 354 614 for reservations. Seasan Hotels, luxury redefined.